Pets and kids sounds like a bad idea.
You need to fucking leave the dogs inside for at least an hour.
Your animals,
Where Workin's like, oh yeah, it's all friendly, it's all dog friendly.
your
It's all
animals
good.
will die. Hey, welcome to Booze and Ballin' Fantasy Football Shaken.
Not
You-
stirred.
You supposed
Not
to say?
stirred.
Get closer to the microphone.
Not stirred.
I know you guys have met Evan once or twice before, but DK's a little slow. I'm Todd. This is Evan. DK's back there getting set up, doing a couple things. Ran a little slow. Plus, we wanted to talk about Evan, who's pretty new to fantasy football.
1.5 years
One
in.
and a half years in, and he didn't realize that the guy with the IR symbol can go in your IR spot.
I also didn't realize that he was out the rest of the season.
His entire bench. He did what I did last week and messed up, and his entire league team is on a bye. And he's missing a bench spot because you didn't realize you could put him in your IR.
Well, listen, I actually made a trade on my own yesterday.
I did see that.
I filled up my roster.
You made a way. Oh, we're gonna be Inspire Makers Mark 101, but we don't have ice cubes. So before you sit down, you got to get us
So
ice cubes.
you're telling
Where
me
your ice cubes are at.
Evan knows. The beer witch will get them when he's done here.
I will get them.
We're gonna do this, but
He's in my seat anyway.
So you're telling me this guy's out the rest of the
Chris
year?
Godwin is out for the whole season, so you can
What
drop
happened
him.
to him?
He died on the field.
He pretty much died. Now, what is it? Was it
Where's
8?
he been?
He's been here.
Why are you still holding on to Chris Godwin?
That's what we're saying. Why are you still
No one,
holding on to?
no one told me.
wonder
No
you're
one's
not
gonna.
make
No
the
one's
playoffs.
gonna tell you how to beat that. I'm not gonna tell you. I will give you advice. But I will not
All
tell you
right,
how to
well,
beat me.
He's on the. He just got dropped.
For Christ's sakes.
I just dropped him right now.
Oh, yeah. I just see B&E titties dropped in Mike Evans. Oh Lord.
Wait, I didn't. Mike Evans.
I mean, Chris Godwin. Well, we're live now, so yeah.
So who should I pick up?
You're drinking the whiskey. We got to get ice cubes. Can you go grab us 2 ice cubes?
I sure can.
And then,
They're in the
hey, Evan,
outdoor
say bye to the
freezer.
people.
Bye,
There's
guys.
nobody in
this
here
is a
yet,
short.
but-
This is a short run.
There's nobody in here yet, but you're the beer witch. Like, you're good at this, Dustin. Sit down. All right, but tonight we're drinking. Now this spot we're drinking Maker's Mark 101 Special Proof. This was one I was walking through the store and I happened to see the box on the shelf,
Yeah.
and I was like, well, I like Maker's Mark, kind of like. We'll let you figure.
I'm really far away.
You are. Well, Evan was sitting really back. He likes the gangster lean. It's kind of his
I
thing.
know it is kind of his thing.
The gangster lean. So he's a pimp.
We're all like framed.
I was
weird.
hoping to God he didn't go upstairs. There. Yeah, Alan. He's a little slow. We get that in life and showing up to our podcasts.
Yeah, I know. He traded me Jordan Addison for Aaron Rodgers.
Who,
still
Allen
not-
did?
Yeah, I'm still
No,
not.
he just said finally showed up. But no, we're drinking this. It's one.
Hi, buddy.
It's a special proof. Maker's Mark 101. Normal Maker's Mark is 90 proof, so it's different.
I need to get something out of my chest, off my chest, out of my chest, like alien.
Go for it.
Fucking George Pickens. What the fuck, dude? Shh. Sorry.
What? Him just deciding still again to fight people, not go for the
He did.
Hail Mary?
That and like he did a total George Pickens thing. Dude, I watched the first couple. He got his what, like 3? He caught like his 3 out of first 4, right?
Yeah.
He gets up after he catches a pretty good ball on Denzel Ward, and he gets up and does this like shoulder thing on Denzel Ward and kind of like stares him down. And he
Thank
caught
you.
one ball for like 5 yards after that the rest of the game. It's the most George Pickens fucking move I've ever seen in my life, where he gets up all like tough as shit and then got locked down the rest of the whole fucking game.
Do you think he's trying to be Antonio Brown minus the skill set?
Yeah, maybe. I guess. No, well,
Like-
even AB never carried himself like that.
Not that
against
early.
against other people.
No, he
though.
wasn't a fighter.
He
type
was
of
more
guy.
of like a let me act like a fool in the media. You know what I
He's-
mean? Like,
like
he
it-
never like fought his teammates or anything like that, like George Pickens is.
But did you see it? Yeah, at the end of the game of that Hail Mary, he was more worried about taking someone into the
Instead of catching,
stands
or
instead of catching.
I
him.
think it was last week where he literally like extended his reach with his right foot to get out of bounds instead of like getting inbounds. Like
makes no damn sense.
he's absolutely like get him off my team. I hate him.
So was that get off your chest? Was that your hashtag fuck Thursday night football?
No, it was just hashtag fuck George Pickens because that was a god awful performance last night.
I'll tell you this though, I love the snow game.
It was fun.
And say what you want about Jameis Winston. God damn, Jameis Winston, but he's lovable sometimes.
He's kind of weird.
He's like goofy and
He's
you're
gotten like corny, kind of.
he is.
I miss crab legs, Jameis.
He was so excited to play in the snow. He was like a
He
kid
was like-
going outside.
He was like, God bless me with this journey. Shit.
If he had a sled, he'd have been on the sled. Sled and just like having people pull him down the field.
Oh my God, I need this.
And,
I had a stovetop controlling the oven earlier this morning. It was
Did you see that he made the entire like Thursday Night Crew do Snow Angels too after the game? Like, who else could do that?
I was in bed.
Who else could do that?
I gave up on
It wasn't a
Jordan
great
Bennett.
fantasy game, I'll tell you that.
No, hell no. No, everybody I saw that I either played against or started went for like 6
I
points
think
at the
there
most.
was the only relevant David Njoku might have been.
No, he was terrible. Trust me.
He got a oh no, he
No,
didn't get the
he
touchdown. It was a
fucking-
2-point conversion.
Yeah, and he dropped the touchdown. I mean, he had a touchdown.
And he had
clean as day.
he had really. I mean, Russell Wilson, I think he got in the one like 17 points, but there was nobody that was worth a damn starting. I
I
think
think Boswell kicked like 4 or 5 field goals.
he missed
again.
too. So if you lose points for missing, he missed his first kick. So
Yeah.
and I was just talking to we were in the barber shop and someone was talking shit saying oh no, it was Taylor. Yeah, Taylor, you better be watching. He was saying about Boswell's got more fantasy points than like AJ Brown, DK Metcalf, he's Tyreek Hill.
Dude, he's
he
been
went
a
into the
beast,
list,
man.
and then all of a sudden he did this typical sports announcer thing and jinxed his ass, and he
it.
misses the first damn kick.
That's funny.
Oh, speaking of that, we're gonna do the Eagles Steelers game live from number 7.
Ooh, I like that.
We're gonna get
idea.
like 4 or 6 of us, the chairs around, circle, watch the game, do some banter. That's
Num-
gonna be a fun live show.
Yeah, we'll just call it number 7.
December 15th, because it got
Number 7.
Taylor number 7. Some of them are big Steelers fans, and me being a Birds fan, somehow this got set up.
I heard the.
He just heard the. Thoop. There you go. All right, so that's hashtag Fuck Thursday Night Football. It wasn't. Don't drink all that. We gotta rate that. You gotta rate it too. Now you touched it into your lippy
that
lips.
was fucking.
It's
That was a
okay.
bad one. Even though you kind of knew that was coming with Cleveland and Pittsburgh. That's always a
I'm
tough
glad I
game.
didn't start Judy, but I thought before the snow got bad, I was like,
He was one of the
"Uh-oh."
only ones that did okay. He had like 10 points.
And then Tillman was okay until he got hit. He got clocked.
He died too. Just another one of my receivers I watched take a face full of helmet.
Oh, Alexa, turn on Shark Bar. Yeah, I think without the snow, I think
Okay.
Judy would have been. No, I'm sorry. Whiskey Dick would have been viable. And honestly, I thought Jerome Ford was going to have a better game. He got involved, but they couldn't go anywhere.
Chubb got in the end zone, so he was decent flex play, but there wasn't anybody that you started. You were like, yes, let's fucking go.
So speaking of starts, before we get into our starts, so Daniel Jones,
Yo,
is
how are they going
no
to pass up
more-
my boy Drew Lock though like that for
because Tommy Cutlets,
fucking fuck Tommy Cutlets? He already had his.
Tommy Cutlets, man.
Well, okay, but
We
why
had
do
fun
you,
with him last season.
why
too.
do you make a dude your second string quarterback? Like he's your second string all year. He already won that job.
Drew Lock? Yeah,
Drew Lock, right? And then when you're benching the starting quarterback, you go to the third string quarterback
so let's put it
instead
this
of
way.
letting the backup
You're
get a
ta-
crack at it
You're talking about the organization that paid Daniel Jones
instead of Saquon.
like a franchise quarterback instead of Saquon. That's all you need to say.
Yeah.
That's why they made the decision. They said practice made him look good. Alan, what do you think about that? If you're still in here.
Practice made him look
Like in practice, he looked better.
and
And
DeVito or
Cutlets, yeah, Tommy Cutlets,
fucking Danny.
DeVito.
Oh my god, if you put those two together.
Yeah, Danny DeVito. That's why I call him Tommy Cutlets. But
Yeah, Daniel
looked
Jones
better-
is Danny though.
and he also though, I know, right? They said like with the spark that he remember last year, he did kind of give him a spark.
Yeah,
So
so
they're
it was
like-
like the whole Italian thing they were playing on, and his fucking
His
the amount
manager
of names I
his
have for his
manager-
manager is insane, but I'm not going to say them
who
on here.
tried to be Rocky.
I would guess so.
No,
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 don't
No,
you do it in the
you're
back.
a bad beer witch.
Don't you do it in the back. I'm not. Don't make me say it.
I like that we have a beer witch back here. You were going to bring up too. You said you were going to talk about this week. You wanted to talk about.
I have no
You're-
idea.
I know
My
you
mind
mentioned
is so-
hot seats. Like,
Oh,
is
yeah.
Doug Peterson
Zach
on
Taylor.
the hot seat? Is Zach Taylor on the
Fuck,
hot seat?
He's gone, dude. I was calling
Yo,
for
welcome
him.
to the chat, Taylor. We were just referencing you and the
I
how you how you jinxed Boswell to miss the first kick, saying he scored more fantasy points than half the top receivers. You did that. You did the typical fantasy analysis thing and made him miss it. Taylor's in here, our number 7
I think he's got to be.
sponsor.
I think I said at the beginning of the year this year, one of our season startups. I think we put Zach Taylor on the hot seat almost immediately.
We put him in after a couple losses, and the problem is they're playing well. It's not like
No,
they're
they're
not
not.
performing; they're just not winning.
And that is all coaching at that point. If that's what
And I
you're
guess
telling me.
you could say, yeah, it's the play calling. We got a question real quick here. Who do? Oh, jeez. Oh, good God.
Tell him to put that away.
Will you please, it glows in the dark. Question from the chat here.
Got to see the sunshine for it to glow in the
Start the
dark.
49ers defense or pick up the Dolphins defense and start them against the Patriots. Niners against the Packers or Dolphins against the Pats.
I don't really like either of them.
I think I like the Dolphins against the Pats better.
Yeah, if I had to pick one, just because the Pats can implode on any given game.
And the Packers can blow up on any given game. But the
Right.
thing about the Niners is Brock Purdy's not playing. Which when we get to our sit starts, that gives me a little bit. I have some
Who's
of that's
the backup there these days?
Oh, good God. I literally just had it.
Wait, Purdy's not playing? Where the fuck have
Brock-
I been?
Brock Purdy's out with a shoulder injury.
God, dude. I got to play Will Levis in the 16 team.
It's they're playing Brandon Allen at start as of now as the starter.
Man, the week after I trade my backup away, which was just Aaron Rodgers, so I'm not really losing much there.
But they're playing
I lose my quarterback.
Bosa and Ward. Yeah, I think you're better off picking up the Dolphins.
Or just go out and stream a defense.
Who else is available in that
Don't be
league?
afraid to drop one of them too.
That's
and
what,
go
that's what
stream
he's
somebody.
thinking. He's
Yeah.
thinking about picking up the Dolphins. Is there anybody else that's comparative? But I don't hate the Dolphins against New England because they're turnover friendly.
Let me see some matchups quick. Just scroll through that.
Well, it depends also who's available.
Right, but I'm gonna try and go for like I don't hate.
Bears against Vikings. I don't hate that.
Yeah, if you could
Commanders
get one-
against Cowboys. I don't hate that. Eagles. I'm sitting the Eagles against the Rams. Don't do that.
I'm gonna call the Chargers are getting in the end zone against the Ravens this week.
Lab McConkey or Jamison Williams. Lab McConkey, 100%. We might as well jump right into starts because that was actually Lab
That's a
McConkey
huge start
is
because
on my
Baltimore's like
list.
one of the dead last and defending against the pass. So
Lab McConkey is 100% a
I
start for
went
me.
Herbert. I went all of them. Yeah.
And I tell you this, so Lab McConkey, I would start as like a wide receiver too. But if you have Quentin Johnston, I start him in a flex too. I think they're good. I think against Baltimore, they have been so friendly to receivers.
Yeah.
Now, I don't know if I'm starting running backs. I mean, obviously J.K. Dobbins is J.K. Dobbins, but Baltimore's been friendly to receivers.
Actually, J.K. Dobbins hasn't been J.K. Dobbins since Gus Edwards came back.
I know. And
been a
Gus
little
Edwards
bit.
is sitting on a lot of waivers right now.
Yeah. Actually, I don't hate him picking him up if he got the space.
He's a good. The only other option is Ravens because Browns aren't played.
Yeah, I wouldn't play the Ravens against. The
No, I
Chargers
don't know
right
if I
now.
play the Ravens against the Chargers because the Chargers are playing really well right now. And the problem is
Herbert's not turning the ball over.
he's
either.
not. They can score and the Packers can score. I think the team with the worst offense, most likely for turnovers, is the Patriots. So I think of the three, you got to go Dolphins.
Yeah. Agreed.
It's the lesser of all evils.
Yep.
Basically,
100%. Dolphins usually play them good for no reason too. So
they do.
the Patriots they've always had the Patriots number.
Dolphins
for no
and
reason.
Dolphins don't give up a lot to receivers. They have been they're not the best, but they've been pretty stout against outside receivers and stuff.
Their corners are really good.
I'll say this though. A start I like at tight end is yeah, of course. Keep the questions coming. Hunter Henry. I like him since Drake May has started. And with the Dolphins defense, if anybody's gonna get the points, I can see it going to tight end.
Yeah. I don't know. Demario Douglas is still.
He's still legit, but I'm saying I'm starting Hunter Henry. Drake May loves him.
Yeah, he's definitely a good start,
I'm saying
especially at the tight end
if
possession.
you need to stream a tight end and he's available in, I would say
I can't imagine he's still available in many.
he's
leagues.
available in like 40% of leagues.
That's really dumb.
Just because of the Patriots offense in general.
I
People are
get
going
it,
to
but he's
pick
the
up
only one
Will
that's been scoring
Dissly.
points on the besides Rondre. But
Right, but they're not scoring points like in general. People are
That's true.
people are streaming Taysom Hill, they're streaming
Gesicki, that
Gis-
kind of thing.
Gesicki, they're streaming Disley. Like they're streaming those people, but Hunter Henry, if he's out there, is a great pickup and start this week.
Yeah, Dalton Schultz has been a great
He's been good, but I do he's on my worry list
a
this
good
week.
flyer. Yeah, I would definitely worry, but I mean, he's been consistent with targets. It's only a matter of time before he sneaks in the end zone. So if you're in an absolute dire need for tight end, I like Dalton Schultz.
I avoid
moving
the top
forward.
5 tight ends and get the people in the middle.
Yeah.
That seems to be good this year.
Oh, dude, it's been good every year. Except
don't get
for
it.
let me
I
get
don't get it.
Kelsey in the first or second round in the last 4 years.
Kelsey's
because
Jesus.
he's still got that thing.
You can't see the back of the studio, but the beer witch is doing some weird shit back there. So
It's
if we
ribbed.
look,
Let's just put
if
it
we
that
look
way.
distracted, it's got 2 eyes, ribbed, and testicles. Maybe I shouldn't have said testicles.
And it glows in the dark.
And it glows in the dark. He's got a black light above him too. All right. So who else? Who do you like this week? You need to see some matchups. You got your phone. You pull up some matchups too. But give me another. Let's stick with wide receivers here.
You want some wide receiver
So you
help?
like the Chargers wide receivers?
Yeah, I know
especially Ladd
you would go
McConkey.
straight to Ladd. Ladd's been my guy since the start of the year.
Can't wait for Pick'ems. Actually, but let's just get this out of the way. So before we get too far, Pickens is 100% overrated.
Yes.
Yes, we agree. He is
1000%.
trash. I know you just jumped on,
I just
but
already
DK had a rant to
Yeah,
start this episode.
go
off.
back like 10 minutes and I just fucking absolutely
Hashtag
went off
fuck
on him.
George Pickens was his rant.
He fucking sucks, dude.
Speaking,
Gets up, talks all that shit, and then has one more catch the rest of the
I just don't
fucking
understand.
game.
Like he should join the UFC instead of play football because all he cares about is fucking with people. It's ridiculous. So all right. So last week we made that dumb. Before you do your start, I want to get this out of the way. We made our dumbass bet of the week,
then I'm gonna keep
which we should both be doing shots for.
Nope.
It was we had
I
an
won.
argument last week that I said Pollard was going to outperform Spears. I mean, I said Spears was going to outperform Pollard.
Yeah, there you
Now
go.
they both sucked ass.
Like more than suck.
Spears got 3.4 and Pollard got 6.7. So in the true meaning of our dumbass bet of the week, I owe Dustin a shot. So I'm doing Crown Royal Vanilla.
Yes, you shoot that shit.
Fuck you, Spears.
Yeah. Fuck you, Titans. What's up with getting away from the running
that's
backs? They've
rough.
been your whole. They've been the whole
Forever
fucking
Eagles.
offense.
Forever Eagles. I like the name. Like the name. That's a homer name right there. So, fellas, which QB should I start this week?
We got a lot of people on
Mahomes?
bye again.
Or Darnold?
Oof.
I feel like the
Mahomes.
Chiefs going to go run heavy and blow out the Panthers. So less passing for Mahomes.
But it also could end up where Mahomes gets 3 touchdowns in the first like 25 minutes of that game, not even like 20 minutes.
Yeah, it
And
could.
he just goes off. And then he doesn't do anything. And he ends up with like 220 yards and 3 touchdowns.
You're right. It could be one of those. That's my thing. If Mahomes is going to score points, he's going to score early. It might go game script and he might go run. But I could feel it being one of those games where he gets up quick. But the thing is with, let me pull it up
And
here. I don't want to be.
Chico back.
Pacheco. Is Pacheco back this week?
I
100%. I know he was
I can't say
activated.
100%, but I know that this was the week that they've been eyeing up for him to return.
But the crazy thing is, I want to pull this up right now. I don't want to be wrong, but the Bears have been a pretty decent defense. They're borderline top 10 defense on the year.
Yeah.
So, and like Jordan Addison's on my worry list. I love TJ Hawkinson. Obviously, you always start Jay Jetta.
Yeah.
But I do think, as much as I want to say Mahomes is not a good quarterback this year, I think of the two,
I got to play Mahomes.
I think I got to play Mahomes, and I'm going to say he's going to have a better first half than second half. So
I don't have a big
you're
enough
gonna
ball
get
bag
points
to
early.
play Sam Darnold over Patrick Mahomes. I can't believe we're even having this fucking conversation.
What do you mean?
Think about it. Like Mahomes, we just talked about him being fantasy Jesus a couple episodes ago, and now we're talking about Sam Darnold starting over Patrick Mahomes. Like, did you ever in a
Who
million
calls
years?
Mahomes fantasy Jesus?
3 years ago, you didn't think
Oh
he was
yeah, not a
fantasy
couple
Jesus
episodes ago. This year, he's like quarterback 17.
Yeah, I know, but that's what I'm
He's
saying.
a
like,
great quarterback. See, that's again. Let's repeat this: fantasy to real quarterback, like real play, is a lot different.
he hasn't even been that good in real football this year. Sorry.
No,
I've
he
said it.
hasn't been
They
good,
got bailed out a bunch.
I'm gonna say that it's honestly a coin toss. If you're worried about them going up quick, and you want maybe Darnold has to play from behind if Caleb Flop Williams has a good week, and they play okay. But I think your highest floor is Mahomes.
Yeah.
Your biggest ceiling is Darnold, but I say Mahomes. He's going to get you probably minimum
20.
2 touchdowns.
Yeah.
Probably not a turnover against them.
Yeah, doubt it. Unless there's something
And-
weird that happens, like a tip or something.
290 to 320 yards. So depending how your league scores.
I'm playing Mahomes and not even thinking about it on that one. Next.
All right, so give me a wide receiver start you like this week.
I love the Seattle Seahawks against Arizona. I know I keep saying that against Arizona, and they keep fucking up
You
the
love
team.
everybody
that I've,
against Arizona, and they just
and
keep
they just
slapping
keep.
you in the
So
nuts.
let's go the opposite. Let's just put them on the bench. No, I'm just kidding. JSN's gonna ball. I think
You like JSN this week?
I do, man. I think I like him moving forward. I like him and DK. I think Gino has a week. I think it's a get right game for them. I know it. I think it's at Arizona. Hold on.
I don't hate Seattle this week. I don't know.
No, they're at home against Arizona. Yeah, I think this is a get right game. It might be a close game, but I think it's a get right game for that offense.
Since you said that, I love Marvin Harrison Jr. this week.
Yeah. What's the over under on this game? Because I would take the over. I think it's gonna.
I think it's going to be a scoring. Pukanuka. I think cheers means Pukanuka, by the way. I think it's going to score. I think Marvin Harrison Jr. The problem with him is he's been so damn up and down.
Yeah.
But I think he matches up well against their secondary.
Yes. Agreed.
So I feel like this is going to be the targets that he's missing. I think he'll have a little more separation, and I do think he gets in the end zone this week.
I would love to see him get a little bit more consistent starting this week.
For the #1 overall pick in dynasty leagues, redraft. Even that's the funny thing is, even in startup dynasty leagues, he was a top 5 pick, top 10 pick.
Yeah, easy.
And if you're doing your next pick, you're taking him overall. Which I know I'm going to say this though. I have said it all year long that he was not the best receiver. I said Malik Neighbors. Now we'll see how Malik Neighbors does with Cutlets.
I think it'll be the same. It can't be any worse.
I do too. I think who takes a hit there is Wendell Robinson.
That's why I was kind of pissed at Drew Lock. Yeah. I think Wendell, because I don't think think Cutlets is going to be able to.
He's not going to sustain what Danny Dimes did.
Well, I don't think he's going to be able to hit those quick throws as well as Danny Dimes did, and that's where Wandell lived. And if he doesn't get those targets, then
so what are the odds that Drew Lock takes over that starting position? Oh, and I also heard that Daniel Jones asked to be let go.
Well, kids, yeah, he wants to go try and find another squad and go back up somebody.
Yeah, but nobody wants to
or go to Carolina and
nobody wants the dude who won the Eli lookalike contest.
That's so unfair to him.
It is not. I'm saying by the end of the season, Drew Lock's a starter in New York.
Yeah,
but I agree. So like we do sit starts. I'm gonna say this. One of my worries this week is if you have an option. I don't think you can start even Neighbors. I think
I'm starting him. I don't really have a choice.
If you have a choice,
are you starting Neighbors or Marvin Harrison this week?
I'm starting Marvin Harrison over Neighbors this week.
You think so? I think it's going to be Neighbors just because it's.
I worry that I have
them both.
I'll jump into wide receiver. I love Tyrone Tracy Jr. this week.
Yeah.
I worry one of my biggest sits or worries this week is the Giants wide receivers, because is it going to be Theo Johnson and the running back, and are they going to game script and not let him just loose to throw because of it, or are they going to say, hey, let's go do what you got to. I don't know. There's too much unknown around it, so I feel like you have to sit
the other
Giants
way with Tyrone Tracy. I worry about him simply because if I'm the other team, I'm going, he's not beating me. I'm not letting that motherfucker cross the line of scrimmage.
So would you say
good luck throwing the ball?
If he knowing that you're the other team, if he has a baller week, 120 yards from scrimmage and a touchdown, are you crowning him a dude?
If I see boxes that are like 8-9 guys in that box and they're fucking blitzing constantly and he still has that kind of game, yeah, I'm labeling Tracy as like a top 15 guy next year, if not higher.
Is it weird to think he could end up being a real fucking stud in this league? He's built
if he can
be good.
Agreed.
He's big enough and fast enough. He
fits the NFL mold for sure.
He's built like a run between the tackles back and a receive, and he runs and plays like a receiving back. You don't see that much outside of. Well, I think one of the biggest comparisons I would see is Le'Veon Bell to him back in the day.
Did they let go of Barkley before the draft or after the draft? Because that might have had something to do with why they were okay losing him. Because I think they had Tracy already on the roster, and they were probably like, this guy is pretty goddamn similar to Saquon Barkley. I mean, I'm not calling him Saquon Barkley, but like if you watch him play, they're pretty similar. I'm not saying he's going to be hurdling people backwards anytime soon because he's not as athletic.
So what you're
as
saying
Saquon
is in like 3 years, the Eagles are going to sign Tyrone Tracy Jr.
as soon as Barkley's done.
As soon as Barkley's done, because the Giants are too dumb to pay him, and they're going to probably pay cutlets. like they played like the Falcons paid Kirk Cousins.
Yeah, I hope that's not the case
XRP at
for
158.
the
Yeah, I
Giants.
know. I'm happy.
So, holy shit,
Yeah, my
that's good news for E.
that's good. Of course, this is football.
That's the first thing he says.
The
isn't it?
first thing he says in the chat is XRP 150. I mean,
Well, at least he's making money finally
my
off
cost
of it.
average on everything in mine was like 62 cents. So I'm happy.
Nice, congratulations.
All right. So, do you have any more receivers you want to start, or do you want to do running backs, or do you want me to just start rattling off people and see what you think?
Let me give you one more because
Does this hurt you to say this?
yeah, I'm gonna regret this one, but I think
Like the
Josh
beanie?
Downs has a week. Huh?
Yeah, I agree.
Something about my beanie.
I
Why
said
do I
you-
take
I'm
it
gonna
off?
agree. No, put it back on. I like no. It's just funny because
I'll take
like
it off
you
now. You always,
you
make fun of the
always wear
beanie.
beanies, and like I love it. You wear
Well,
beanies.
it's fucking finally snowing. I can finally wear them
Put your
again.
beanie back on.
No, it's hot in here.
The lights are ruining it.
Doesn't matter. I threw
I
it.
didn't. I like the beanie because because it's not your orange beanie that you always wear.
No, I'm
I
going
didn't
back.
even know you owned a gray beanie.
I'm going to fucking the Colts this week. Even though
I
the
don't.
Lions have been kicking the shit out of everybody,
I don't hate it.
and I think this is one of those trap games. I feel like they go into this one asleep.
You called the who was it that called? No, Taylor. You called the trap game. You flat out said you're worried about Thursday. It's a trap game. They're going to lose.
For the Steelers,
Yeah, so you're saying it's one of those games where
Yeah.
they're going to not necessarily lose, but it might
it's
be
similar
a
to
game.
when I called the Ravens struggling against the Browns. I still think Detroit wins the game. Don't get me wrong, but I think it's the struggle. I don't think they're going to blow them out. Now, granted, I was right all the way up until about 3.5 quarters before Lamar and Derrick Henry decided to explode in that game. But I think it's going to be a trap game for them. I think they go in a little bit under the like, hey, we're the fucking shit. We just got done blowing out everybody we see, and it's the Colts. And I think they get surprised a little bit.
I don't hate it. I was borderline putting him on a start.
It's Josh Downs, I think. He's a dude. I like watching him
No,
play.
I like him. And you know what? He did better with Richardson back than I thought he was going to do last week.
Yeah.
I had him on a sit. I actually had people that I was talking to go for it. I had people I was talking to that I
Mhm.
recommended sitting him, and I don't know if that was the best choice, but he's better. Normally, I would say if Flacco was starting, you start Downs. If Richardson's starting, you sit Downs. But like as Alan told me back in the day,
Right.
you corrected my ass that he does fine with Richardson, and it proved it last week. So he's borderline for me, but I'll give it to you.
Yeah. It's actually Pittman that struggles more with him than it is.
You're right. I
that Josh
did see
Downs.
that.
Yeah. Pittman doesn't even get targeted.
Donnie
really.
Mitchell, I think, thrives with him too.
Yeah. It's
And is that
something about Pittman that he just don't like.
is it the style? Is it the style?
It might just be the position that Pittman plays on the field, and he's, you know what I mean?
It just doesn't. That's not where he likes to go.
I also like Tampa this week against the Giants, even though their defense is pretty good.
You like who?
Tampa this week. I like.
Okay. I got more starts, but I'm just
I
gonna
think
say
Mike
this.
Evans is playing, right?
Yeah.
So I
So
like
Mike Evans is back. I'm gonna say this.
McMillan's playing. So Baker's gonna be a stud this week, I think.
So look right here. I have start the Bucks running backs, Mike Evans, and start Baker.
Yeah, Bucky Irving could have him a week.
I love this matchup against the Giants. I think with the switch, I don't know what it is. It's a thorn in the side or whatever.
Yep.
But I think Rashad White has a better week than Bucky Irving this week. I think Rashad White's the running back to start.
Yeah.
For them this week. And I think Mike Evans is a start. You got to start Mike Evans. He's going to be back. He's healthy. He's going to be wide receiver 1. But the thing if you got Jalen McMillan,
Yeah.
he's a great flex play. Because I think the reason he struggled is he needs that Chris Godwin role. He needs like a Mike Evans. With a Mike Evans, I think McMillan becomes a 4 to 6 catches, 80 to 100 yards, possibly a touchdown.
Maybe gets in. Yeah.
Maybe
I could see
gets
it.
in.
I was gonna mention him too, but I like the whole squad this week.
And I love Baker.
I think they have a bounce back to get right week.
What did
It's a weird matchup week. You only have like a couple of games that I'm worried about being low scoring. And then there's a couple of matchups I have no fucking idea what's going to happen. And then there's a couple of matchups where it's like Chiefs Panthers, and it's like, are my guys going to get game scripted out because 3 defensive touchdowns happen. Like
It could happen.
There's a whole bunch of shit out there this week where you could score 170 points or 80 points and be like, fantasy.
Fantasy does piss you off.
fucking
I
hate
got
it.
another bounce back, but hold on. What he said, Richardson had the highest first target share on that team with downs. All right. Yeah, I know, Alan. I was wrong, dick.
He loves to rub it in. He's
You
one
like to point out the wrongness, don't you?
he likes to
I'm gonna
twist the
find your-
fucking knife.
So I'm gonna point out the wrongness to you, Alan, one day, which I probably won't be able to.
Yeah.
But that I was wrong. I was wrong on the. I still think he's great. I do like him better with Flacco because I like Flacco as a quarterback better. But I'll say this:
I'm still not completely out on Anthony Richardson. I'm not.
I'm not dropping him in a dynasty league, but I'm
No.
dropping
And
him
I'm
in a
not
redraft.
trading him super low either. I think he still has crazy raw talent. I mean, we're still talking about a guy that's only played like maybe 24 games in his life, let alone in the NFL.
True.
Like I think I read a stat somewhere where he played like 17
I gotta
Games.
just walk off.
comparatively. Yeah, well,
Sorry, I pulled an Anthony Richardson.
that was a little strange, but
He did that. He took himself out. You don't take yourself out of a goddamn game because you're tired.
and you're the
You're a
quarterback.
running quarterback. You
Yeah.
better not get tired.
Yeah, how's that work anyway? Like,
Yeah.
and then he
see,
admitted it on top of it. Like he was just like, "No, I'm good. I just needed a break."
Exactly.
What? It's
Well,
first down, motherfucker. Get
Taylor,
your ass in the game.
Taylor says San Francisco bounce back week and upsets Green Bay.
Without
if
Purdy,
Brock Purdy was playing, I don't hate that. But with Brock Purdy out,
is he out? Out?
Brock
Mhm.
Purdy is out.
I think you're
Out.
fucking.
Go. I'm not even gonna say it, but go look at
Fuck.
who's starting instead of him, and I want to hear your reaction. Then, Glenn,
Fuck.
yo, welcome back, Glenn.
Ah.
Welcome back, Glenn.
I gotta play Will
Ramondre
Levis?
or Tyrone Tracy Jr. Tyrone Tracy Jr.
all day, every day.
We were just, you jumped in, but a little bit ago we were talking about he's a must start for us with them basically sending Danny Dimes home, Tommy Cutlett starting. We love Tyrone Tracy Jr. The only thing we did say, what you did say, you're worried about the defense is going to stack the box and target against him. But I love Tracy this week. I think he's got a higher ceiling than Stevenson.
God, holy Trey Lance. What the fuck? Brandon Allen is starting? Who the fuck is Brandon Allen?
Yeah.
He's 32 years old. Where did he play before this? Was it?
That's right. That's why
right.
I'm not
I'll do a shot right now if chat can tell me where Brandon Allen fucking played before this. Holy shit.
Do you know they're gonna go and look at Sleeper and find that out? You
Within
might
the
as well-
next like 30
might-
seconds.
All right, someone please in the next 30 seconds go find out where he played. I
I
can
need
look
to
it
know
up
where
too,
he played
but-
college ball too, because he sounds like a wide receiver.
Oh,
God,
But what-
that hurt.
and you heard that?
That
Dude, my
fucking-
neck cracks like a mother.
Arkansas Razorbacks.
That's his college.
That's
Where,
his
did he play
college.
in the
Where's the
NFL
NFL?
before?
Jaguars in 2016.
I said the Jags, didn't I? My brain was telling me.
Denver Broncos and the Bengals.
So he's been everywhere. Like he's like
He was
basically
even on the Broncos at one point, and I still didn't know who he was.
Pretty much just says, "Oh, I'll collect $500,000 from you."
And he
You can't
probably
hear
had
it, but he's
sex with
just-
at least 3 coaches' daughters.
Yeah, I mean, I hope he does.
I'm looking
Oh,
at him. He's a
Alan
pretty
said he
decent
thinks he
looking
went to
dude.
Texas A&M. Cincy.
No, it was Arkansas.
Cincy. Did he play at Cincy? Taylor got in. Did he play at Cincy? Beer Witch. Verify. Verify that. DK's doing a shot. Taylor, thank you.
Pour it up. I'll fucking drink it.
I'm not. You don't. Beer Witch. I need a shot glass. Good Lord. We got a Beer Witch. I love it. Just pour him some of the vanilla, but don't make him do my
Do
my
we-
drinky chocolate. This is the Beer Witch, everybody. Evan the Beer Witch.
Oh, that's interesting.
See, I thought they were going to start Joshua Dobbs.
How is
That's what blew my mind.
That's so Brandon Allen's got to be balling at practice.
I don't know.
if-
I still don't think that maybe they don't start him. Maybe they start Joshua Dobbs. I haven't heard 100%. The Crown Vanilla, that's simple. I haven't heard 100% who's starting. It seems like it's Brandon Allen, but why would you not start Joshua Dobbs?
When did they add him? Is inactive
They've-
for Sunday's game. Oh, he's inactive. They're listed him as his emergency quarterback.
Go figure. All right.
Both Purdy and Allen would need to be ruled out due to injury.
Oh,
don't
Taylor said the
know.
only reason he knew is because he started against the Steelers last year. I'll be damned.
Okay.
Okay, I get it. So he's got some starting. Yeah. All right, we'll do your shot. Now we're even. All right, but we'll go back to the bounce back starts. I love Terry McLaurin this week. After getting completely shut down by the Eagles last week, I love Terry McLaurin in a bounce back week this week.
Yeah, it's the Dallas Cowboys. Why would you not love him?
I'm saying, like, he went.
I'd take it a step
shitty week.
further. I even like Kwame Brown this week just because it's the Dallas Cowboys.
Do you not think at one point the Dallas Cowboys are going to be like and just fuck with some team
And just dominate them.
Mm-hmm.
Just absolutely show up.
Because they're not the. Can you grab the 101?
It might be
They're
this week.
not the worst defense in the NFL. They're just playing like it.
Did you just fucking me?
Yeah, you're closer.
Dude, lean a little bit and you fucking would have had it.
I ain't Fat Joe. If you got that reference,
You're too old.
you're too old. You're us.
I have no
Thank
idea
you,
what he's
Beer Witch.
talking about.
See, that's what a good beer witch does. He puts it back there. He presents it.
You still have ants.
Shut up. All right, one more. All right, I'm giving you one more start, and then we can go back to like our pick'ems and some people that we're worried about. But
All right.
Brian, are you heading out there?
Bye, Beer Witch. Thanks for coming.
Thanks for coming. Love you always. Brian Robinson Jr. against Dallas. I know we just said that, but you look at the Mixon stats last week: 109 rushing yards, 3 touchdowns, 4 catches, 44 yards. Brian Robinson Jr. is going to put up similar numbers against him.
For catching the ball, because I think that's not going to be the case.
I'm saying he's putting up close to 150 scrimmage yards. Maybe not 3 touchdowns. Maybe
Here's the only
he's going to
thing.
get a touchdown sniped. Maybe 1 or 2 touchdowns. What I'm saying.
Here's the only thing that worries me moving forward with Brian Robinson, even though he's been a stud, is Austin Eckler looks great.
He's
right
still
now.
kind of Austin Eckler.
No, but he looks fantastic in pass protection and sneaking out and picking up first downs. So I think it limits his upside a little bit. Not saying I don't like Brian Robinson moving forward. It just caps his ceiling a little bit because Austin Eckler has been putting out for that team, and I think they're going to keep using him in passing situations.
He has always been the better pass blocker, 100%.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't see them having to pass much. So I think that Robinson gets more snap share.
That's a case, yeah. Absolutely.
But I agree. Maybe he caps it. Maybe he gets 100 yards from scrimmage and a touchdown, but he's still a good start.
Yeah.
He's still getting you 18 fantasy points this week, would be my guess.
B-Rob, I like it. Yeah, that's a little high, but I think.
Well, don't worry. We still have time to make a bet.
Fuck you. Celebrate.
Good gosh.
What do we got here? Mike Evans or Kareem Hunt?
Oof. Mike Evans.
Yeah, I'm gonna go Evans on that one too.
Well, 'cause,
I don't know though. They're playing. It depends on Pacheco. If Pacheco's playing, that means he's healthy, right? Because obviously Kareem Hunt's been serviceable, so they're not going to rush him back.
No, but
anytime
I
soon.
love Mike Evans coming back as a true number one, like against the Giants. He's getting a touchdown this week.
But the Giants, they fucking get after the quarterback. That's the one thing. That's the one thing that team knows how
Yeah,
to
but
do.
Baker's a dude. Mike Evans is getting a touchdown this week.
Baker's a dude. He might get 2. Yeah, Mike Evans. Mike
Yeah.
Evans.
Well, yeah. Well, we just talked about that, Eric. That someone asked about starting Mahomes or Darnold, and yeah, they're playing the Panthers. But again, if Pacheco's there,
I'm going to say Pacheco doesn't play. You got to play Kareem Hunt just because. I don't know. It depends
so
on what you need.
you're telling me that your flex option is Mike Evans or Kareem Hunt? Who are your other 2 wide receivers? That's what I want to know. Because you can't. There's got to be a flex spot,
Yeah,
right?
Right.
So who are the other 2 wide receivers
That's getting started over.
that are getting started over Mike Evans? Because I think Mike Evans is a wide receiver 1 coming back.
Right,
He's
so I guess
100%
it's-
healthy.
Is there a wide receiver out there that you're, or running back for that matter, that you don't think should start over those 2? But
Neek, I don't think you mean Marvin Jones Jr. Do you mean Marvin Harrison Jr.?
yeah,
Says Nico and Marvin Jones Jr. Is Marvin Jones Jr. still
bro,
in the
Marvin
league?
Jones Jr. is a reference right there. E. You
That
just
was
showed your
something
age.
you did. He retired in 1998.
Bro, when fucking Eric's still picturing him catching 3 touchdowns for the Lions. Like, what the fuck is going on?
Yeah. So Nico Collins, Marvin Harrison Jr. over Mike Evans.
Oh, that's a tough one.
Okay, look at this. So Mike Evans was healthy.
You
for,
just got done saying how much you like Marvin Harrison.
no.
Jr.
I
this
still I
week, so
start him, but I'm saying in your flex.
I think I still pay. I
s-
like both Harrison Jr. and Evans over Kareem Hunt this week
Yes,
because I still think.
and Nico, which is a
Hear
given.
me out. This might be. This is just a shot at Patrick Mahomes.
Guys, sit down.
'Cause I like to
Sit down a
fucking-
second.
Listen
He's
for
gonna
a
say some
second.
shit.
Even though you're sitting here listening to me anyway.
Yeah, but I'm pretty sure you're not fucking standing up watching us.
Sit down.
Eric, you might be,
Um,
because now you're pissed.
I think Mahomes is going to start trying to put up more stats, and here's why.
Which I like with what we said earlier. You didn't even take
I
say that,
think-
but I like it.
I think he's hearing all this bullshit on ESPN where they do the like mystery players and they put up the question marks on their silhouettes and shit.
And you get a lot of
And it's
Mahomes
like,
shit
here's
for it.
quarterback A and here's quarterback B. And they're like, blah, 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 blah. Here's his numbers. And it's like, oh, this is Patrick Mahomes. And then quarterback B is like Bryce Young. And they've been comparing him to some of the worst quarterbacks in the league for the last like 5 or 6 weeks. Rightfully so.
It is.
Rightfully so.
Yeah.
But I think with D Hop, you've got Worthy starting to play a little bit better.
Yeah.
Kelsey's finally starting to look like he's not trying to do Hollywood anymore and actually playing football and trying to win a championship. Pacheco coming back. Coming back.
Karma is a guy on the
I think
Chiefs.
Kareem Hunt stays involved in the passing game. I think the sky's the limit for Patrick Mahomes moving
Do you
forward.
so
Because I think it's going to be an
okay.
ego thing at this point.
how so you are you saying he moves up and finishes a top what quarterback for the rest of the season?
Starting from here on out, I would
So
say
week 12, so 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. Over the next 6 weeks, he's quarterback what?
6.
Someone write this down because like I have a pen in front of me.
You literally have a touch pen for that.
We will write down. But I wanted to say this
It's also recorded, motherfucker.
that's true. Good point. But I was going to say this too with the Mike Evans thing over Kareem Hunt is like Mike Evans could have played week 11, but they were on a bye. So he is 100% healthy, which is why I say you start Mike Evans over Kareem Hunt. Mike Evans moves back into that 1,000-yard receiver who's been a stud every game of every day that he's played.
And I know for a fact that Baker Mayfield is just chomping at the bit to get one of those guys back so he can just pepper them with targets.
Oh, 100%.
And he's not getting Godwin back. So he is probably sitting there going, thank God Mike is back in the lineup.
Dude, what if McMillan could outscore him though? Jalen
I
McMillan
like
could have
McMillan.
a freaking day.
I like McMillan moving forward.
He's
with
Jalen
Evans on the
McMillan.
other
If
side.
you do a sleeper,
because he's in a hammy injury, so he's hasn't been really playing either.
no, but he can't. He's not a number one. He's like a Pickens. He needs that number one.
Yeah.
So like, if you got like a sleeper league or something going, McMillan is a nice late pickup that could just get you like, oh, I'm not in the points. Boom, points.
Right.
All right. So this week, I do got to say this. We already talked kind of about it, like the 49. I'm worried about the 49ers receivers. I think you start CMC obviously, but I'm worried. Everyone was trying to say start Jawan Jennings this week, but with Purdy being out, do they rely so heavily on CMC and then add a little more Mason? Do you feel confident starting any 49ers wide receivers? Pacheco's out this week. I still start Mike Evans.
Pacheco is out officially. Fuck.
Is it official? Is it official? We need Alan, Glenn, one of you two, please verify it.
I'm gonna go. Fuck, it's Carolina. If Pacheco is officially ruled out, I think I'm going Hunt over Mike Evans until Mike Evans is back.
Dumbass
for a
bet of the
week.
week. I take Mike Evans. You take Hunt. Fantasy points.
I'll take it. Yeah.
Straight up weekend warrior league. No bonuses.
Yes.
Deal. Dumbass bet of the week. We don't do the show anymore. We
Yeah,
should do
I
the
know,
show
we
some
used
more.
to-
Now, oh, she says yes, it's official. Okay, so if Pacheco plays, bet void.
Agreed. And then Eric's also going to be pissed because he's going to start
he's
Kareem
gonna
Hunt.
start Kareem Hunt. Eric, please start Kareem Hunt. If you're playing me, start Kareem Hunt.
Eric, you got to start. Actually, Eric, you got to start Kareem Hunt one last time because
Is
this
he playing
might.
you? Is he playing you?
I don't know if he is or not, but I'm just going to say cheers to Kareem Hunt. This could potentially be one of the last weeks that you can start him in fantasy football for the rest of his career. So cheers to Kareem Hunt and start him.
I'll say that, but you know damn well that motherfucker's gonna find a home somewhere.
Yeah, like
for like 1 week on an injury going to come in and win a week for somebody just because they picked him up on a waiver without having to use a waiver.
Yeah. Or that's who Dallas will go pick up next year.
Oh, for fuck's sake, they will. They're the
That guarantee you, it's Kareem Hunt to Dallas. Call
they're
it
the
here.
blue star of dying running backs. Good Lord.
Or they'll just pick up fucking Darren McFadden again.
But so is there any 49ers wide receivers you feel confident starting this week with Purdy not starting?
I think you can still start Debo if you're in like a have to.
Everyone's saying start Juwan Jennings this week, and you look at a lot of these people, I can't confidently start Juwan Jennings or anybody.
He's on waivers for a reason.
Yeah, but
He
he's a
either
must
goes-
start this week, and
He
I don't
either
see
goes for,
it.
yeah, so is George Pickens on all them experts lists, and look how he fucking did.
Yeah, he's a better fighter. Just saying that.
No, he's not. He's like
He's not even a good.
130
He's not even a
No,
good fighter.
He's like
I feel like he
140
loses
pounds.
the fights he starts.
Dude, Ward laughed
He's like,
at
I'm gonna
him.
fight you,
And
then he
Ward
gets his
just
ass
was like
kicked.
giggling at him and then shut his ass down the rest of the week.
He's like the
rest
drunk
of the
dude
night.
at the bar. Go, I swear, I'm gonna stop moving. I'm gonna punch you. I said, stand still, punch you,
Get
and
you-
then gets his ass kicked at the bar.
yeah, and then his buddy just drills him.
All right, so let's get to the pick'ems, and then we'll rate this 101. So last week, the chat scored 44.48 with Lamar, CMC, Nico. All right, chat, here's where you step up. Don't go yet. Don't go yet. Don't go yet. You had Herbert, ETN, and Debo. You scored 42.38. And I had Allen, Ramondre, and Tillman. Tillman shit the bed, but I scored 51.98 and beat the chat, so we don't have to do a shot.
That's nice. We got to be all but tied then.
So right now you are at 610.62. I'm at 581.83. It's a 30-point. It's
anybody's game.
it's still close. So since I won, are we still going down the line?
Yeah. We'll start quarterbacks.
I think it's only fair though. You get to pick. I shouldn't be able to pick every position first. So why don't I go quarterback first?
Well,
You go running back first. I go
That's part of
receiver
the-
first.
the-
That
that's
is
part
true.
of the perk of winning the week, though.
That is true. So I'm
And
gonna.
I've done it this whole time, so it has to stay the same.
This whole time,
You've only won a couple weeks.
Yeah, Cocky
That's
doesn't
the
look.
only way you're gonna fucking get back in it, though. Just keep it the same fucking.
Cocky doesn't look good on you.
That's not a good thing because I've been cocky my whole goddamn life.
All right. Well, then I'm gonna go first, and I'm. I was really tempted to start Baker this week, but I already started Baker. So I'm gonna start.
Ooh,
I'm gonna do this, and I'm gonna regain the lead this week
okay,
and start Booze, Ballin, and Bo fucking Nix.
you cocksucker.
I'm starting Bo Nix against Las Vegas because God, I cannot wait.
Am I ever allowed?
You know, if you lose, I don't know if I make you. I do really want to get you a Bo Nix tattoo, but I wouldn't do that to you. But I might make you buy me a Bo Nix jersey because I kind of want to get one at this point.
Oh, I'm definitely getting one.
I've been so
have to.
high on
I
him,
already
and
told.
he is living
I
up to
already told
everything.
everybody that I would when we drafted him, and I fucking called him out, and I said if we make the playoffs, I'd get him.
He looks so.
I literally said I would drunkenly said that I would get his face tattooed on the tip of my penis, but
I
that-
mean, if
that-
you lose,
that
there's got to be a
can't.
B squared in there too. But I'm
That
taking Bo
can't.
Nix at my
I would
At
never get hit
my-
again.
quarterback. That's all right. It's overrated.
No,
I hear
it's
she's a
not.
spitter. No, I'm kidding.
I disagree.
Oh, speaking of which, I got a Snapchat.
you know who I'm taking this week?
Oh, good God.
Patrick Mahomes.
You fuck. Are you really?
yeah, baby.
Are you really?
Fuck yeah. Game script. I don't give a fuck.
All right. So
he's gonna score 4 touchdown passes in the first 17 minutes of the game.
So you're standing by your prediction earlier.
Mhm.
If we should do a second time match better of the week. No, I don't think Darnold's going to outscore him. I think Mahomes is the start. All right, chat. First come, first serve. First person in the chat. You need a quarterback. If you give a quarterback, you can't give the running back unless you're the last person in the chat, which I don't see that happening.
I was gonna say there's like one person in here talking to, so
No, there's not. There's like it doesn't matter.
either way.
Whoever is in the chat, give a quarterback. All right,
Is that an Ohio State logo next to Allen's name?
probably.
Kick him out of here right now.
I missed a dude with the Eagle, Forever Eagles name.
All right, what running back are you taking?
I'm gonna take, which we didn't get to it. I was gonna say one of my starts is I like Monty against Indy.
Yeah.
I like him.
Yeah, I traded him for Elijah Mitchell in a 3rd round pick when he was in Chicago.
But I'm gonna last minute. That
Br-
actually sounded like it hurt. a
Bring out your dead.
bit. Did that
Well,
hurt
it
a
was
little?
just the paper flying around made it sound.
I want to
so
check
good.
one thing real quick here.
Yeah, I'm in a dynasty league. I'm struggling for a running back. I traded J.K. Dobbins earlier for a 3rd round pick before we drafted the rookie draft. Yeah, he's like QB 10 or something like that, or RB 10. And then I also traded, was it last year or the year before when it was the year before when Monty was still in Chicago. Herbert was taking the job, and they were saying that Chicago was going to re-sign him. So I was like, oh, let's get rid of him. So I traded for Christian McCaffrey's backup and a 3rd-round pick, and gave my dad David Montgomery in return. And he didn't even want to do that trade. I had to talk him into it. And now David Montgomery's like RB 12, and so I traded.
You should have done it.
2 top fucking RBs this year for like absolute peanuts. I'm fucking pissed.
Devonta Smith is out. Yeah, I kind of figured he was going to be. All right, running back. I was
been hurt a
gonna
lot this
take
year.
Monty, but I'm gonna pivot.
Wait, what? I thought that's who you were taking. I was getting ready to pick.
Oh, well, okay, I won't
Who are
change.
you pivoting to?
I was gonna take James Conner.
Oh yeah, you can have James Conner. I don't care.
I'm taking James Conner this
Fuck it,
week.
James Conner.
I'm taking
Go
James.
Trey Benson.
I know. I love some Trey Benson. Jaden Daniels. That's the quarterback for the chat. Thank you, E.
Ooh, Jaden. I like it.
So I'm taking Connor this week. I don't know why. I just had this gut feeling at the end that that's who I should take. I love Jaden Daniels this week. I actually might start him over. I might start him over Jalen Hurts this week.
Knife.
Were you gonna start Connor?
NIFE. No, I was not gonna.
I'm making.
James
I'm making a copy of this, and you're taking it with you tonight. I'm sick
no,
of
I
your
like doing it
shit.
this way.
They don't like it because they sit there and they look at the side of my head while I look at you with a concerned look on
Well,
my face.
Hang on, because
All right.
hold on.
Chat, we need a running back.
I'm gonna go with Eric's quarterback and pair up my running back and take your start for the week and take Brian Robinson Jr.
I like it. I hate it. I like it though. That's
B-Rob.
B. Rob Jr. I love that start. Damn it.
Yeah,
I
me
don't like
too.
your team so far.
Me can tutu.
Well, now then I'm gonna go wide receiver, and I am torn between: do I stick with my guns with Hunt, Kareem? You dick, Allen took Hunt.
Thanks, Alan.
This is why I love the chat, because they're kind of dickish in the best ways. Hunt,
You the best.
God, that's funny. All right, I'm between Ladd, McConkey, or Mike Evans this week. But see, I'm honestly kind of concerned QJ outperforms Ladd this week. I did say, I got to say it. I got to go with Mike Evans.
Miguel Evans.
Yeah. Shut up, Alan. Imagine still having fun on my fantasy teams. Yeah, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna take Mike Evans this week.
Nice.
God damn it. I don't know if I love my choices.
I like it. I don't like it either for you. You're gonna fucking shit the bed.
Well, I didn't know. I love Lab McConkey this week, but I would not be surprised if Quentin Johnson gets 2 touchdowns and over 100 yards this week.
Usually when you say it, it happens. So
Right.
you're probably gonna.
Should I start QJ and just say fuck it all?
No.
Okay, fine. I did say Evans, so I got to stay with it. All right, chat. We need a wide receiver.
Actually, go ahead. If you want to switch it, I'll let you take Ladd instead.
Oh, we switched to QJ.
Oh, that's what I meant. If you want to switch to QJ.
Have I taken him yet? I haven't taken him yet. That's my list, by the way.
Oh. That changes everything.
Have you started, B-Rob?
I hope not.
I haven't taken Quentin Johnson.
No, Bree Rob's still. We're
No,
good.
I'm sticking with Mike Evans. Start Disley. I love the Disley start. I do. He's on. You can't see it, but I do got him written down here. I like everything Chargers this week. I love everything. I love everything Tampa Bay, and I
Yeah.
love everything Chargers this week.
Mm-hmm.
The only thing I don't love Chargers is running back. I wouldn't say that they are a must start. Like for me,
taken Justin Jefferson yet
I don't think you have. It's a good week to take him.
against the Bears? I
Yeah,
don't know.
take him. But everything Bucks and everything Chargers except for I worry about the running back 100%. Disley might actually get the touchdowns this week.
Actually, I got a hunch.
He's got a hunch.
I got a hunch this week.
And that's just not because he leans over when he walks, but he's got a hunch.
I think Tank Dell's going off this week.
That's a weirdly good pick and could just bury me.
Yeah, I'm going Tank Dell this week. I think there's a weird like timing here. And I don't know why. I just feel like he's due. I don't know why. His name has just been like bouncing around my fucking skull piece. And I'm like, you know what? I'm taking him.
Should we give would I be crazy to start Taysom Hill over Kelsey?
Ugh. Yes, because he never usually does that shit back-to-back weeks.
After Hill's bye. What's the bye? What's the bye? Hold on here. They're gonna buy this week. So who do they
You mean moving forward?
Well, I guess what's the rest of the schedule?
If your trade deadline hasn't passed yet. No, I'm just kidding.
Most trades deadlines have passed, but what's the I gotta, you know what? I don't love with Pacheco back. I think that hurts Kelsey.
Who did they play last week?
Who?
The Saints. Where fucking
Cleveland.
Taysom Hill went
Cleveland.
from. Was it Cleveland?
Yeah.
They let him do that to them?
Mm-hmm. Rest of the year,
That's
they've got the
shocking, actually.
Rams, the Giants, Washington, Green Bay, Vegas, and Tampa Bay. I don't
Remember 51 fantasy points last week?
hate
Oh my
Taysom
God.
Hill over Kelsey at tight end to finish the season. That's fucking weird. Dustin left. Because it's legit. Like his strength of schedule has to be top 3, right? Am I right or am I right? Where are the Chiefs at? I want to see their schedule here.
I hate that I'm going to fucking agree with you.
All right, chat. We still need a wide receiver so we can rate this 101.
You heard it here first. Booze and balling. Great question, Alan. I think Taysom Hill is like a top 10 guy moving for the rest of the season with no Chris Olave until Chris Olave comes back. They have literally no passing threats. Nobody. Alvin Kamara gets absolutely keyed on. And the only thing they really can do is get gadgety with one of the best gadget players we've ever seen. In
Taysom Hill's is set and forget for the rest of the year.
Is he?
I with his schedule, I don't see how you don't play him. The
I
fact that he
agree,
can play
like-
quarterback.
Right, he goes in for quarterback. The moment they cross the 10-yard line, he's the quarterback. Like they don't even fucking put Carr in the game anymore. I think
Why would they never just give him the chance to be the quarterback?
because he's basically a more athletic Tim Tebow. Thank you.
It's a good one, God damn it.
Because watch him throw the ball. He even does that like
Oh,
running
yeah,
high
I don't
kick.
hate it. You
fucking-
gotta
when he
you gotta-
throws it.
You got to start Taysom Hill. Taysom Hill over Patrick Mahomes. I mean, over Travis Kelsey. I think Taysom Hill scores more fantasy points.
Hell, if you want to start him over Patrick Mahomes too.
I mean, I would do that too. Taysom Hill scores more fantasy points to end the year than Travis Kelsey does. That's fair.
Not including last week,
Not including.
where he went for 50 points or
Oh
whatever.
yeah, not including the 51. I'm saying from week 12 on. I like it. All right, so Chad, I know you said give us a wide receiver. You want a dash to rate?
Yeah, dash me.
Dash to rate. We're gonna rate this
Warm it
chat.
down a little.
We need a wide receiver. If you haven't given one yet, not fair. I have to type and you can talk. You can talk too. We'll give you the link next week. You can pop on in.
Ooh, first guest appearance.
First guest appearance.
Alan has been one of our most consistent watchers to date.
Alan's been there. Alan, Eric, Glenn. Glenn's been a good watcher.
Is Glenn here?
Glenn Smith, you still here? If you're still here, give me a damn wide receiver,
Still,
please.
was he here?
Yeah, Glenn came in. Glenn's
Hey,
been,
we got some hearts. I don't know what that means.
Glenn,
I'm so
that's
new to
Alan.
this.
Glenn has been.
Oh, Alan.
Glenn has been one of our. Has popped into a lot of our.
I like it. Who's Glenn? Do we know Glenn?
We don't know Glenn.
Fuck yeah, Glenn.
We should know Glenn. All right, let's rate this.
Let's get
Wild
to know-
Turkey 101.
We're gonna do an episode. Get to know Glenn.
Get to know Glenn. Thank you, Alan. I like this. This is better than the regular Maker's Mark. Maker's Mark 101 special edition. I was walking by the shelf. It's like It's less than 40. It was like less than $40 bottle.
That's pretty good stuff.
It's normal Maker's Mark's 90 proof.
Like I
90%.
said, normal's Maker's Mark.
It's like 90%.
Normal Maker's Mark. I don't like at all.
I don't love it. Don't hate it. I like this better.
I don't know if that was one of hey, you know what? It may have been one of the first ones I've ever had, and that's why I was like,
Well, I got one. I got it. We'll revisit it. How about that?
maybe. But this one's actually quite good. 101.
Makers 101. All right. So we're going to give it our taste and our drinkability, and then we're going to give it the average.
Got it.
You can go first.
Which one we starting with? Taste?
Go taste. It's got a good taste. Hopkins. Ooh, E. Good pick.
That counters my Mahomes. Those fuckers. Hopefully Worthy goes off this week. Wait, so they're playing. So that means Chat is playing 2 Chiefs this week against
They're
the
playing
Panthers.
Daniels, Hunt, and Hopkins. They're expecting a big game.
So
Give
if
me your taste.
fucking
rating.
Mahomes goes crazy, I'm
We're at a
screwed.
damn hour. Glenn went to sleep. Glenn, we're
Um,
going to get to know you.
We're gonna fucking send Glenn some Red Bull if he went to sleep. That's for sure.
Lamb is going off this week. You could have. You can't have him.
I'm trying to compare it to other things that we've had in the past.
Go individual. You can't compare.
I know, but that's how I rate it. Okay.
Okay, so taste, I think it's got a very good taste.
I'm gonna go 78 on taste.
That's fair. I was actually gonna be at the same spot.
I don't like it quite. Well, fuck. I don't even remember the name of it. You have that bottle still? What did we drink last
Well,
week?
who picked? Wait,
The Bowmans.
Alan picked Hunt. So Eric,
Bowman
yeah, you already
Brothers.
picked. So you're good. Yeah,
It doesn't have the same flavor. as-
that was so much sweeter.
right, which made this flavor good, but I think the drinkability is better. So my drinkability is going to be in like the mid 80s,
For
I think.
fuck's sake. Yeah, I'm gonna
Because when I drink bourbon,
with taste.
I
I'll get-
want a
with
little bit of that
with taste.
burn,
I'll
you
I'll
know?
match you with the 78 for the taste.
right on the dot, I like it.
Yeah, I like it. I can't argue the fact. All right, if I pick up this gosh dang coaster one more time,
It's all that Gendon. You couldn't do that again if you tried. It's fucking- that actually looked pretty funny.
it's quite impressive. It's quite impressive.
Yeah, no drinkability. I'm going into like 83.
I love that
range.
Alan's going after Eric right now. Alan, get him!
Get
him! Get him, Alan!
I'm going 83 on drinkability. I thought the drinkability, because it does give you a great start, and then the finish is pretty smooth, and it still gives you that burn that you're looking for when you're drinking a little.
Yeah, that one
bourbon.
didn't. That one kind of left you with like it didn't have a burn,
Right. It didn't.
and you drink bourbon for the burn.
Right. Yeah. You're
Well-
you're not drinking this shit to be like, oh, this tastes so good. Like you want a little bit of fucking thing that puts lead in your pencil, right?
Right. I'm gonna go. I think probably a little lower than I gave. What did we give it? We gave
And the
it.
drinkability could be getting a score because I had a rough fucking week. So I'm just putting them back right now.
No. The taste, I'll put it there. I'll put it right about in
You already did taste. This is drinkability.
drinkability.
You wrote 83. Oh, that was me.
That was you. I'll do I'm gonna say an 81. I do like it because it's good. I want a little smoother forward. I like a
At the
smooth front.
beginning?
Yeah. Personally, I like a smooth front, which is why I love our average because we kind of find a happy medium.
Mhm. See, I like it a little bit rougher at the beginning. It's the finish for me.
I mean, now I got to math and shit.
Like I want to do a little wall work with
Have
my bourbon
another.
at the beginning. You know what I mean?
Fucking Alan.
You know what I'm saying? I want a little wall work at the beginning with my bourbon. I want to be
You
able
like
to.
that? You like
I
it?
want to throw it around the room, grab its hair, fucking do that kind of thing for the first
call it
little sip,
Karen.
and then I want to like ease into the old orgasm.
So
A little after dark
Dustin's
special.
been through some shit.
Yeah, I might need therapy.
Alan said have another. He's not wrong. I just want to come there and hang out. You next Friday, come hang out, Alan.
He's gonna come.
Alan's gonna come. We can get another microphone by next Friday, I think. Amazon's got Prime.
He
and shit.
might run away as soon as he sees your big gigantic dildo that has eyes and
My gigantic dildo. All right, so
I can't spit out that
78,
kind of stuff.
78, 81, 83 for an overall rating for the Maker's Mark 101 as a show rating of 80.
that's actually a good score. 80 yards is a good score for that.
I agree.
I think that's right on the number.
And that's good.
Good stuff. Maker's Mark, I think, is one of the more popular brands as far as bourbons and whiskeys are concerned. They make a scotch too, right?
Mm,
Do they make a scotch?
Maker's Mark came out. No, Maker's Mark came out with a whole bunch. I have like 4 of them over there.
It might be why I'm thinking they came out with a scotch.
Came
But
out with a whole bunch of editions, but
I don't know if they came out with a scotch. For whatever reason, I thought they had a scotch. But
apparently
anyway,
we're gonna have
I feel
another.
like every bar I've ever gone to has a bottle of Maker's Mark, and it's probably because of the wax seal that they did.
I have the Phillies 2024 because
I
it got
see
the
that.
blue
Yeah,
seal.
Well, you wish that was going to be worth fucking money.
Yeah, I
but-
saved that to drink it during the World Series. I guess they're going to be saving that to drink it during the World Never.
Yeah, right. If only we had some fucking.
Is some
Relief
is some
pitching.
shit. All right, so that's an
How many
episode.
games
We're
we
about an
lost in
hour
the 7th
5.
inning?
We tried real hard. You showed up late, but then your hamburger meat just showing through, showing up, talking sports. Good God,
You're fucking jealous.
you are all that is, man.
It's all fucking natural, baby.
All right, Chad, thanks for being here. That's our shit starts.
Hey,
Our shit starts.
I
I'm
was
gonna
gonna say we
say
fell
this.
off the last couple weeks. I'll say that. Our starts have been.
we kind of got complacent. That we got lazy. Now we're back
That's
to it.
true.
We
That's
got
true.
lazy. We weren't preparing,
That's true. We got
but because we were jumping back Thursday to
how'd
Friday.
you call it? Cocky.
Yeah, no, I think we were jumping back Thursday to Friday. Like we weren't sure what we were doing, so we didn't really prepare.
Yeah.
We didn't really actually think about it. But I think this week we're gonna nail it. Start Tracy, B. Rob, Ladd, Marvin Harrison Jr., Terry McLaurin, and everybody Dustin said. I farted. Gotta go.
because everybody remembers.
Eric,
I don't
Alan,
even remember
see you
who
next
I said
Friday.
to start. Pukanuka.
Puka, fucking Nuka. You can't drink and not to do it.
I thought the potato.